what we are going to cover data warehouse concept, DWH concept. In short form, we will see that DWH concept we can able to see. So in this, we'll see that how data flow from source to target, and how the architecture of data warehouse and other terms into this. If we'll go for the main, so data warehouse concept, basic, data warehouse architecture. What is data warehouse? Why data warehouse? Excuse me. What is data warehouse? Okay, why data warehouse? Why we need data warehouse in industry and or software companies or different companies? Why they need data warehouse? What is the use of data warehouse? Okay, so types of databases. What is the difference between normal database and data warehouse? So one thing, data warehouse also is a database. Okay, so all data will be stored in a table format in data warehouse. In a structured data will be there. So we have three types of data: structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. So we will have all structured data in data warehouse. Normal database is like a transaction-based database. And what is ETL? We'll see extract, transform, load. This is the mechanism what our like data warehouse complete setup will follow. Extract from the source, transform to load, and transform the according to business logic, and load to the target database. Overview of ETL operation. What is OLTP? What is OLAP? This is very important concept. And difference between OLTP and OLAP. Data mart. What is the difference between data mart and data warehouse? We'll see data modeling technique. This is the technique what is used in like designing our data warehouse. So dimension data modeling technique is used in to design the data warehouse architecture. So if you will go for any organization, no, like say consider Amazon or Flipkart, so they will not have their data will be not in one table. So they will have complete structure wise tables will be organized in a star schema and snowflake schema. They will do it, and the data will be kept for the customer or purchase or date by location wise. They will have multiple tables. So those tables will be designed in dimension data modeling technique. Okay, so we'll come across of all these things. I'm giving you overview of this. What are the things I'm going to cover? Okay, what is dimension and dimension table is type. This is very much important. Fact and fact table also important. And for normalization, denormalization only, we don't need much depth of normalization, denormalization. Only we need a definition wise of it. So that in interview, they will ask a normalization. You can say that, okay, normalization is this. You can just tell, because this is the developer's headache. Okay. And then we'll see slowly changing dimension, SCD, which is like very common SCD keys you will hear. SCD types and SCD keys. So there are three types of SCDs: SCD1, SCD2, SCD3. All the things we'll see. So if you will go for the data warehouse concept, so like if you are seeing first time, you will get confused. Like what is data warehouse architecture? What is ETL? What is OLTP? What is OLAP? With it happens with everyone. Like you will say that what is data mart and all. You will feel like that. Okay. But once the like data warehouse concept will be over, you will be able to know that okay, these are the architecture the company or any of the project they are following to keep their data historical data, to store their historical data. They need these are the logics or concept. So but like you will be familiar with SQL. So one more thing in interview perspective, if you will go for the Oracle SQL, so your complete interview depends on the Oracle SQL. If you will not able to answer any questions from the Oracle SQL, then your interview will be not successful, or like the interviewer will not select you. So 70 to 80% interview questions depend on SQL. How much strong, how much you are in good in SQL, that much faster you can crack the interview. Like say if you, we have course duration of 1 month or 5 weeks, and after 5 weeks when you will start interview, and in this 1 month if you will mix yourself very strong in your Oracle SQL, then your interview, so first attempt also you can clear the interview, second attempt also you can able to clear the interview. So you have to very good in Oracle SQL. Practice more and more and more, and then you will be perfect in Oracle SQL. So, or in Oracle SQL, we are going to cover introduction to Oracle SQL, working with DDL command. These are DRL, DQL command are same. DML command, TCL command, DCL command. General functions will cover more because most of the interview questions will be coming from general function. Case conversion function, character functions is very important. Date function, date conversion function. Okay. Then number function, string number conversion function, analytical function is very important with respect to your interview, as well as like when you will be placed in a company. There you will be able to work on this. You can utilize it in your project when you have to write queries. So you can utilize the data aggregate functions. So all these topics, integrity constraint is not much important for the testers. This is very much important for developers, so who will be developing your table architecture and all. So they need to know more about constraint. So constraint, we will need excuse me, we will need only a definition by all constraint. You can say that what is not null constraint, what is primary constraint, unique constraint. So these are all you should know. When you will see your table architecture, you should not be in a question mode that, oh, what is constraint, what is not null constraint. So the basic things you should know, not in depth level. Okay. So we'll see table joins, but table joins is very much important. We'll see how to join two tables, how to join three tables, and multiple tables with equi-join, inner join, self-join, as well like outer join, like left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. Full joins will work more on that. It's with respect to interview perspective, it's very important, as well as when you will start in working in any of the project, joins will be used frequently, and you should be very good in that. Okay, set operator also important. Subqueries, what is views, how to create views, and what is the use of views, we'll see. How to create backup table, we'll see all these things. And in last, I will give you some 150 200 interview questions. Interview questions or important interview questions. In that, you will be able to, you have to practice that, and then most of the questions should come from that as well. Okay, from my past experience, I changed, say, approximately I got offer from 10 to 12 companies in my whole career. So those questions or whatever that recent trend is going on, all these things I will give in that questions. And moreover, like you'll be able to crack the interview very nicely. Okay. So next we'll see Informatica tool overview for ETL testing. So whatever the Informatica, again, if you will come to Informatica scope. So we don't need much scope because these are all developers. They will develop their mappings, and they will implement business logic in this Informatica tool. Okay, so we don't need much information in Informatica tool, but we need basic of it. When we have to run the workflow or job, that we should know, like how to check job status, how to check the workflow manager, all these things. So we'll see introduction to Informatica ETL tool I will give you, and I will explain you the Informatica component. Will explain you repository manager, what is the use of repository manager, what is Informatica Power Center Designer, how it works, and I will show you one mapping also how to create. I will show you so that you will have a basic idea of it, and you will be not in question mark when you will start working in a company. Okay. So workflow manager, we'll see workflow manager, we will be able to run our jobs, and we from workflow monitor will be able to monitor our job. If job will be passed, then you will be able to see that whatever the source table data, and then it depends on business logic how many records are got loaded for the in target table using workflow monitor. And then we'll definition wise we'll see workflows, session mapping, and different types of job status. So job status is nothing but when you will run the job from a workflow manager, so it will go to monitor and it will start executing, and running status will be there. Or if you want to kill it, then abort status will be there. If you want to, if your job will be passed, then it will pass a status there. If it will fail, then fail status. So the different five status will be there. So those we will see, and if it will fail, then we have to check in our log files. Okay, so that also I will show you how to check and all. What is transformation? So in transformation logic, whatever the developer they will develop based on the transformation logic only. So if they have to add data, then they will they have to perform some of the data, then they will do aggregate transformation. If they have to apply some filter condition according to the business logic, then they will perform filter transformation, router transformation, all these things, expression transformation, joiner transformation, lookup transformation, all these things will I will show you, and will run the job, and will validate source and target in our Oracle SQL. Okay, so our the source will be Oracle SQL and target will be Oracle SQL. What is log file in Informatica, we'll see in details, how to check that, how to validate log files after job fail or pass, that also I will show. Source and target validation also I will show you. One more thing, like in monitor also you can check or number of record processed from the source and number of record got loaded to target. So these are the things we'll see, and then after transformation, when it will be succeeded, we'll validate in our source and target. Okay, so we'll write query based on our business logic, whatever we will apply in the transformation, and then we will see in our source, we'll write the same as per the business logic, and then target will be loaded as per the business logic. So testing a scope in or Informatica tool, whatever the important interview questions will be there, that we'll see, and then if any left out will be there, I will give you overview once again how it looks like, complete explanation of it, and then in last we'll see active and passive transformation in Informatica section. Do you have any questions? Anyone is having any questions? Hari? Hari?
Agile.
Yeah. So, uh, do you have any questions, or Chetna? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
No, no. Are you getting all these points?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sama ma'am, are you getting all the points? I think she is not able to tell. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we'll see manual testing concept as well. So manual testing, manual testing, if will cover full 100%, it will take another 1 month. So because the syllabus of manual testing is huge, but will cover all important things. Whatever the interview questions you can expect, out of 10 questions, 2-3 questions from manual testing as well, as per my experience. Okay, so those things, whatever they will ask, no, I will cover. Moreover, you can also prepare from your end. Manual testing is like something you can want to prepare more into that. But that is not much required, because in interview, the main focus will be Oracle SQL, data warehouse architecture concept, and then this manual testing, whatever you can see in my screen, SDLC, and then RTM, requirement testability matrix, sanity smoke testing, regression test strategy, test plan design, test case design, defect tracking and reporting, bug defect lifecycle, severity and priority, test closure report, test summary report. So these are all things we'll cover. Moreover, next we'll cover what is agile methodology. So in interview they will ask what are the methodology you are following in your company, in your project. So you have to tell that agile methodology, because this is very latest technology methodology they are using in almost all of the company. So there we have a different methodology for like waterfall model, B&B model, Agile methodology. Others also is there, but Agile methodology they use very frequent, and it's very effective to deliver a software, or like to develop a software using Agile methodology. It's very efficient and useful. So what are the different meeting in Agile methodology? Whatever the questions they will ask in interview, as well like when you will go to project, it will whatever the topics are useful that I will explain. And then a Scrum Master, what is it? Who is a Scrum Master and its role? Who is product and owner and its role? And we'll discuss initial and incremental load. In database house concept only we'll see this initial and incremental load, and we'll explain you what is FTP, file transfer protocol, through which data will be loaded from source to our staging area and all. Okay. So the project explanation will cover two projects. I will explain you real time scenario based on real time scenario, and will explain you whole process of it. Okay. Discussion on interview questions related to ETL testing. In the last, as I told you, 150 to 200 questions will give from that only. Most of the questions the interviewer will ask. Same thing will repeat here again, and we'll see in last HPLM and its component. In most of the company, this is test management tool, so they will be creating. We will be creating a test case, and we will be running test case through HPLM mostly, and we will. If we will find any defect or bug in our during our testing, so we can raise a defect using HPLM. Okay, so in defect tab will be there. So those also component I will show you, so that so they solve about this course details. Okay, a scope of agenda of all these things, syllabus of data warehouse or ETL testing. Okay, so do you have any questions, anyone, or you want to add any topic you feel like we could have any idea? Hari, Chetna.
No, sir, I'm thinking.
Okay, you're good, no? Sama ma'am, all good, no? Okay. Fine. So let's start with our discussion with data warehouse concept. Okay. These are all documents after each class I will share, so that you can prepare after each class. Okay. So in data warehouse concept, as I discussed, these are the topics we are going to cover. We'll see one by one. Okay, so if you will see my screen, so data warehouse architecture in most of the in common scenario, it will look like this. So you will have multiple sources, and then the data will go to a staging area, and then this will be your target. And data mart can be before a data warehouse, or this the data warehouse is also a target, and a database. Okay, so it data mart also is having separate database, so it can be before data warehouse and after database house. And then users mean business people will able to see our data, to analyze data, like they can generate the reports and all through this. So we'll see in details all these things. Okay, so let me just print. So, say we'll take one example of our banking sector. So, what happened in our banking sector? Take example of HDFC Bank. Okay, take example of our HDFC Bank. So, what happened HDFC Bank? So, we consider HDFC Bank is having 1,000 branch all over India in different city. So, say in Bangalore they have 10 branch, in some of the Andhra state, Andhra city, they have a few branches. In Chennai, they have, in Ahmedabad, they have. So all over India, they have 1,000 branch. Okay, in that 1,000 branch, we have multiple customers. Okay, and then some of the people will use online banking through mobile app or through laptop. They will do some transactions, and you can say that they will have mm, just a second. So they will have once again like a loan account will be there for two-wheelers, four-wheelers, and all. So overall, you can say that they will have a branch-wise offices where like you can deposit, we can withdraw, you can do transaction through ATM. Okay, and online transaction you can do it. You can do through mobile app, and you can avail the loan facility like two-wheeler loan, four-wheeler loans, home loans, or other personal loans and all you can take through like HDFC Bank. So you will have different you can say applications. One applications we can say branch wise, another one we can say mobile app, or we can say this say branch. Okay, this say we have branch. Okay, this say mobile app. They have mobile app. This you can say loan account. Okay, another one you can say they have ATM, ATM. So this is ATM. Okay, so ATM. So from there, these are all transaction will happen. Correct. So they will have all these things transaction will happen, and then it should be stored somewhere. No, like whatever the transaction will be there in 1,000 branches, multiple ATM, 5,000 ATM, local no account. It should be stored somewhere day by day transaction. Okay. So this is nothing but we have a local OLTP system. Okay, OLTP system where like our data will be stored in a raw format, or like if branch someone will enter data like my name Jayant Kumar, so they will enter only Jayant, and in that also J will be a small letter, and or like moreover you can say that mobile number not in proper format, or like if they mention 10-digit mobile number, then they will not mention they have not mentioned country code +91 for India number, or if you say they mention a date of birth, then it's in a different format. It's not in DD, MM, YYY. So to make it proper, we need one staging layer. A staging layer. In this, the data will be we can make data perfect, like using cleansing operation. We like if business will want to our name, I like Jayant Kumar, J should be capital, and then rest of the things can be a small letter. Or like they want date should be in a DD, MM, YYY. So they will mention into our business logic requirement document. Okay. So in document they will mention all these things, and then we have to apply same transformation logic here. So all transformation logic will be applied in a staging layer. Okay. So this is a staging layer. And then through ETL mechanism, it will be loaded to our target system. So this is target. This is target. It will be loaded. And then you can say, see, we have 10-minute time now. Once it will be disconnected, no, join it back with the same link. Okay. Okay, no, all. So continuation of that. Okay. So see, this is a target. Okay. So from target business, either like business user, they will able to analyze the data after all transformation logic. When our data will be perfect, then business user will able to analyze. So what are the things they can analyze? So they will see that branch wise, how many customer daily visiting, how much deposit, how much withdraw, or any loan amount is going on or not in the different. So they will see branch wise. If Bangalore, if we have 10 branch in Bangalore, so they will check. Okay, fine, in Bangalore, 10 branch. So each branch how it's performing, whether we are having loss or including rent, employee cost, and everything, maintenance cost. Whether we have lost from the particular branch or we are getting some profit. How many? What are the like loan, which are the loan processing fast, like personal loan people are taking more and all these things. So those are the decision they can take, a business user can be able to take from this layer. So this is the overview. We'll see in our diagram as well. So as I told you, data source can be a database as well as a flat file or as a XML files. So the raw data will be there. From this data will move to a staging layer where we will be able to perform data completeness, data cleansing operations. We will make data proper. Say, like same example what I give, you can make a name proper, you can make a date proper. I will show you in a database so that you will have a exact idea. So this is Oracle database. I will help you to install in your laptops. Let's start from. Okay, so this is the employee table where like all details of employee is there. So what is the employee ID, first name, last name, email ID, and then phone numbers, hire date, all these things, job, commission, salary, all these things are there. So what happens when we say staging layer data? Say this is the raw data in staging area. Okay, so if you will see first name they have mentioned S capital and last name also K capital, like first letter is capital, and here also first letter capital. But in, if you will see email ID, they have not mentioned signature at the rate outlook.com or at the rate gmail.com or
Gmail.com.
so these are the things they have is missing out of email. So the what will happen? Business will see this is the our raw data. So first name is, and last name is fine, but the thing is that we want signature as well of the email of the person, so that in future if we want to drop a mail for our report purpose, or like if you want to contact them through mail, so we'll not able to search that at the rate of Gmail or at the rate outlook.com. So or see phone number, if they you will see here is the dot, but they want 10 digit number. So remove dot and make it 10 digit number and add one column as like which country, which location they belongs to, India, USA, Britain, or something, England, something they will mention in different. So these are the customer requirement, business logics, business users requirement. So they will give you set of data, how the source table column wise how it looks like, and then how it will be transformed, and it will load to target data using transformation logic, whatever Informatica tool developers will apply, and we will run and we will check. Our job is to check whatever the transformation logic or business logic is applied in Informatica tool, whether it is implementing in our target database or not. So these are the things. If you will see here, higher date they have mentioned. You can see DD, MM, and zero means YY. So if the customer want to know, I want DD, and Y, 4 time YY. So they will also mention in that. Or if customer want, we want one name only. We have mentioned first name and last name. We don't want two column. We want only one column. Full name you can say Steve King. So that also they will concatenate, they will add it, and then in target it will be get loaded. Steve King, Nina Kocher, so something like that. So these are the things they can make it. Or some of the people, just a second, guys. Yeah, hello. Are you able to listen? Uh, Okay, so these are the like another things what the customer want like in commission percentage they want like null value should be filled with say a zero value. So if you will see somewhere they have mentioned some percentage also 0.4 0.3, but null they don't like it. So they will say that fill this null with zero. Okay, so those things in business requirement document they will mention it how they want their target database looks like. Okay, so according to that it will filled. So this is the target database. From there, business users will be able to generate data or report to analyze their progress or their business perspective, like how they have profit or loss or any decision they want to make. They will able to take decision because the data warehouse will have all historical data. Now here questions is there, we have a staging area also database is there, a data warehouse also database is there. So why we need a data warehouse? In a staging area we'll have data temporary for cleaning and all. After transformation logic the data will move to data warehouse. Okay, so here we'll have history data like 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, how the organization is started. Say organization is started in any company is started 20 years back, then it will have 20 years data. Okay, so full data will be there. So from that, this business people will be able to take the decision. Okay. Like with previously we were having this much of benefit. Now the sale is going down or sale is going more. We need different store, something like that. They can take like decisions. Okay. So data mart is nothing but it's a single subject area like IT, sales, marketing, purchasing, finance. These are all single departments. So they can make from this
Sir,
overall
is it
data warehouse.
the class is closing, right?
Class is
Less
like
than
you. Yeah, sorry.
1 minute. Less than
You will
1 minute
join
is
again.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once it will be over, less than 1 minute is there. So join it back. Okay. Don't forget to join. Okay? So we'll continue that. So we have to complete in 1 month also. So that's what. Okay. So like this. This is the complete architecture of data warehouse. So in most of the company, you will have same data warehouse architecture, or some of the company will have a different architecture, different architecture in the sense like in between staging area and data warehouse, you will have 1 or 2 layers more, so that you can